Well, normal life was hit in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana as employees of the Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation went on an indefinite strike demanding a pay hike. Office goers and normal passengers in the two states faced inconvenience as striking employees demanded 43% hike in their salaries at par with other government employees of the two states. For more on this, we are now joined by our correspondent V. Ramakant from Hyderabad. Ramakant, first we'll talk about the strike and the kind of impact that it's had on normal life. If you could just describe to us what's really happening when it comes to stalling people commuting to various places.
Well, Preeti, it's a very peculiar situation in both the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, because this is, so far after the state bifurcation, the RTC has not been bifurcated for both the states. Though they have allotted vehicles both for Telangana and the Seemandra, what is the last date set for the bifurcation of State Road Transport Corporation is May 15th. And prior to the movement of Telangana, the government had promised in Telangana increment of 10,000, which will be deposited to their provident fund. And after the bifurcation, the Telangana government first announced 43% fitment for all its employees and also promised to appoint a pay revision committee. And this was followed by the Andhra Pradesh government. Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu also announced a similar package for the employees of the Andhra Pradesh. But then the corporation is run by both the governments of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
What they are demanding is only 43% hike, which might mean 500 rupees more for an employee who gets about 7,000 odd salary. But the government, as a contingency measure, they are now trying to bring in contract labor, but then the contract labor are not willing to come forward because the government had promised to regularize the contract employees. That has not been done. It's been over a year. And the government had appointed several cabinet subcommittees, both in Telangana and the Seemandra, and the cabinet subcommittees are discussing with the employees, but the employees are in no mood to go back on their main demand of 43 fitment. Then, as a contingency plan, the government and the employees and the officials have announced a package asking all the contractual employees to come and join the duty, or retired employees to come and join the duty. The driver will get about 1,000 rupees, and whereas the conductor will get about 700 rupees.
Okay.
But the employees union are saying when they can afford to pay 1,000 rupees for a driver on a temporary basis, what is wrong in our demand of asking 43% fitment, which is 500 rupees more to their salary? So this is a question that...
Ramakant, then it raises the question that if it's just a matter of 500, 700 rupees, why isn't the government giving in to increase 43% hike as they're demanding, and why cause so much of inconvenience to the public at large?
Well,
what is the government saying?
Amit, the problem lies with the government. It is not the employees who had demanded 43% fitment. All that they had asked after the bifurcation was a pay revision committee. But then, during the Telangana struggle and the state bifurcation movement, the Telangana leaders, the then leader and the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao had promised several goodies for these employees. And though it falls under the corporation, the reason that is given by the MD of the corporation is that the bifurcation process has not been complete. May 15th is the last date for the completion. But then the RTC with the diesel hike and several debts that they had been passed on to both the states, that have to be to mobilize. All these factors are there that the government says now the 43% fitment might mean more trouble for the road transport corporation of buses. But then, as a contingency plan, from where are you trying to mobilize the money in order to employ about 1,000 odd people? Even then, you look for Telangana, so far they have allotted about 10,000 buses. But Seemandra, they have allotted about 11,500 buses, out of which in Seemandra, that is Andhra Pradesh, only 10% buses are running, skeleton service are running on the roads, that too by the contractual employees
Okay.
or recalling retired employees. But whereas in Telangana region, it's only a 3.5. Out of 10,000 odd buses, only 350 buses are running on the
Great.
road.
All right.
And what
So,
is important
does there
is-
seem to be a move to break the deadlock?
Well, see, the main crisis is tomorrow is a MSET examination, which is an engineering common entrance test examination in Seemandhra. And then in Telangana, there are several degree colleges have exams, and the commuters are finding it difficult to reach to that destination. So the government is working out a strategy. Now we have to wait and watch what sort of a package that they're going to give it, and how they're going to break the deadlocks. We have to wait and watch.
All right, Ramakant, many thanks for joining in and giving us that update.
With that, we'll take a quick break here, but more news on the other